Hello pretty people, so today I am doing a really exciting video. This is my friend Peter.
Hello.
And you've actually seen him in my last two, both of my raw showcase videos. But yeah, I'm going to be doing his makeup. He does, he works as a drag queen part-time, is that right? And his drag name is Marcella?
Correct.
Correct. And yeah, so we're going to do a strong, glittery, gold, smoky look. Well, probably won't be smoky, but it's definitely going to have glitter involved. Contoured, highlight. You're going to have fun with this. I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to this. So he's the first proper guest I've had in a video. And yeah, so let's...
And don't forget the first guy that you're doing makeup on.
And this is the first guy I've ever done makeup on, so I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, so the thing is, we're not going to be doing your typical drag makeup. We're actually going to be doing something I do similar on my own face. It makes it, I don't know, it's just a lot more fun. And I guess in the whole drag thing, there's a little bit of a, I don't even know which way I'm wording this. But it's a lot more interesting to not have that sort of specific drag look. So yeah, we're going to get started. This is every client's least favourite thing. I always do...
I'm scared now. What is this?
So this is how I get my perfect line. You have like perfect brows. I love your brows.
They're big. Let's be God, look how beautiful.
So yeah, this helps with the perfect line, as pretty much everybody has seen in my videos. I always do tape. So I like to put it under the lash line. Wow. The amount of people that are like, oh my god, thank you for taking that off.
I can imagine, yeah.
But it looks good later. Seriously, like the lighting in the producer's hotel was like the worst lighting I've ever worked with. So, I'm going to start with a primer I really like. This is the MAC Soft, can't even talk today. MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, sorry. It's a long drive studio. So I drove 2.5 hours to be here, but it was totally worth it.
Hopefully.
I've been looking forward to this day for a really long time. Okay, so close your eyes. This is the primer. It's a really thick primer, so it should stay well. Blend that up to the brow bone. So do you have any inspirations in the field that you work?
You mean for the direct stuff?
Sort of photography or the sort of modelling. I know that you're a fan of Naomi Campbell. He's met Naomi Campbell, guys.
I've even worked with her.
Well, that is awesome.
Yeah, of course I'm a passion photographer, but I also work at a modeling agency as a head booker for FTM Model Management. And yeah, when I love doing the photo shoot because it's more creative and because it's like a full day job. You know, you know the models are just, you know, the models in a different way.
Yeah.
Than for just
professional
seeing them
purposes.
for like a few moments on the agency. And if you're working together for 8 hours straight, you know, it's always a lot of fun.
My biggest dream would be to work with, his name's Hayden T, and he's actually the creative director for Inglot, but he's an amazing...
He's hot.
That too.
He's
You can have him. You can have him. If you went with Michelle.
He's gay.
But,
Eye candy.
yeah, I'll show you a photo. I've actually met him twice.
Here in LA?
One in Melbourne, one in Brisbane. When I went to see him at Chevere and Lena's. He's a Broadway actor. He's a theatre actor, but he's also the creative director for Inglot.
Cool.
So, very multi-talented.
Do you want me to keep my eyes closed or can I open them? Everybody's different, this one.
Open them when you need to.
Otherwise, keep them closed?
I'll tell you when I need you to close them. So, like for now, for example, I'm concerned that, yeah, that's better. So basically what I'm doing here, I'll show you, because this is partially for Peter's benefit. I'm using these three colours. So this is the Morphe 35W palette, and it's just like, obviously it's a neutral palette, and just taking these two colours just to soften, I don't go onto the lid, because you still want that tacky base of glitter and that type of thing. This is just to help blend the crease colours, and to set the primer. So I'm going to be so I just took those two colours. Anyone who's seen my videos knows that I have mostly the same routine. So these two colours, and then I'm going to be taking this colour here. And you can see which ones I use most because they've all hit pan. This is my most used palette. So I'm going to be taking this into the crease. I'm actually going to be kind of starting a new crease because Peter's eyes are a little bit hooded, and I know that pain because mine are also. So instead of going directly on the crease, I'm going to be taking that onto the brow bone, or just sort of under the, not the brow bone, the sort of socket bone, and just creating a line and then blending that well because we only want a little bit of colour there. I'm going to be going darker later. God, it was so funny. I was talking to these American guys online. I'll just get you to turn your head towards me more. Yeah. It's really hard to try to like lift up my arm, but so that they can still see your face.
Yeah, this one, my face was actually turned this way. I was like,
yeah. Anyway, I must have sent them like an old video of mine, and it's like, you're a faker. And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, your accent's totally fake.
Oh, they thought you were a fake Australian?
Yeah, because apparently I've got a hint of English in my accent.
But your parents are both Australian?
My parents are both Australian. But and it was also mainly because I used to have braces. So I used to slur my speech a little bit. So I've kind of learnt to really try and talk slower. Oh, that would be so much better. We're changing chair positions. Yeah, so I've kind of learnt to talk slower and the hard way. You're going, slow down!
Oh, did people really tell you?
Yeah, people, particularly my dad. I still stumble on words a lot, slur my speech, and then try and struggle to get words out. This is my absolute favourite. This. So this is one of the Inglot eyeshadow pigment pots. This is one of the glitter pigments, shade 24. I wish I'd actually come up with shade names rather than numbers because I'm so... It's tiring trying to learn the numbers. See, as usual, we're going to go full glitter, we're going to go full highlight, full contour. Just taking this is a medium toned colour. So yeah, this guy I was talking about, his Kiwi. Not that much of an accent though.
Sorry again?
This Hayden guy that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
He's Kiwi. He hasn't got much of an accent, but he's kind of worked everywhere. But he's just one of the loveliest people. Like, he actually followed me on Twitter 2 days before I saw the show for the first time. And he's like, oh, so what does inspiring camels mean? And I'm like, oh no, I have to explain it. So I think I've explained the video for viewers before, but it's a reference to one of my favourite bands, and they're like, oh, so who's, the most inspiring person you've met? And he says, I don't know about person, but I've met an inspiring camel once. So I'm just going to be taking some of the MAC Soft and Gentle highlight, because I like to highlight into the inner corners, just a tiny little bit on the finger.
Is this the first time you've been to Stirling, by the way?
I think so. Like, obviously, I've been to, like, Mount Barker and things like that. I'm taking a darker shade. Yeah, I've been to Mount Barker, but it's the first time I've driven myself. So I probably have been here before, but I don't really take much notice otherwise. It's just normal when you travel with your parents. So how long have you lived in Australia for?
Almost 2 years.
Okay.
Not that long.
Okay.
But planning to stay here for
Oh, it's your
ever.
friend. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, permanent residency. So
That's good.
it's very difficult to get permanent residency anyway.
Yep.
But it's good that it's there. It's difficult.
Yep. So Peter's going to be relieved about this because I'm going to do the eyeliner and then I'm going to take the tape off.
Yes!
My ultimate favourite gel eyeliner, this is Inglot's eyeliner gel in 77 and on a Inglot 31T brush. I even know the brushes. So with these glitters, I often like to do a soft cut crease, because it is hard to blend other colours in. There's been many times when my tummy's rumbled while doing other people's makeup.
It's so funny when it's quiet. I always make more noise than normal.
It's coming off. I know, it's like I can feel my face again. That's a good exfoliator. And then I only do the wings with a gel liner because it is a little bit difficult to get in the very corners with a brush like that. So I like to use one of the felt tip style pens, and this is from Milani, and this is the iTech Extreme Liquid Eyeliner. Hold it down. It's cool, like having a mixture of more expensive and also what they call drugstore, like chemist type products as well. Getting a look up a bit. Yeah.
Why do you like the mix?
Because it's nice to find products of good quality that can be as cheap as possible. So we're only doing quite thin lines. You can open your eyes now. You can and now I'm going to go on to complexion. And my favourite brush, I've been using a beauty blender lately, but on clients I like to use my Zoeva 104 buffer. Yeah.
Oh, you're already like done almost with like the eyes.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done the
wow.
eyes. So Peter is shade 50. I'm a 41.
Yay, I'm darker.
I'm borderline albino anyway, so I'm kind of used to it.
Is it dark, 50? Or is
Yeah.
that pretty normal?
No, it's a little bit darker. My mum personally is a 50, but that's only because she's quite red. Like, obviously people who, like, as they get older. The primer, by the way, is Kat Von D's Lock-It Featherweight Primer, and I love this stuff, but what I like about it, see how you can see how much you used.
Nice bottle.
Just keeps reminding me that I probably need to buy more. Might go up to about here because the wig. I love the smell of it.
Smells beautiful.
See my knickers coming out.
Yeah, and the wig is actually pretty low.
Okay.
Really, I think it's seriously till, I cannot see it. I think it's like here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably a good thing I'm going a little bit higher then.
I have like no hairline anymore. So long time ago.
Oh, so it's usually when I'm tanning, or like when I was in Bali, I was using 41 and 50 mixed. My favourite city, or?
No, just the favorite activity in or place or whatever.
I like to check the food was.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. Like $6, $7, $8 for like a meal.
Yeah.
A massage for less than 10.
Yeah. He has amazing skin, you guys.
I never had pimples. I think that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The joys of with my being a woman, the only time I get pimples is during that time of the month. Seriously, like when my hormones go crazy.
Sometimes I feel if I have that period, but
As a more natural concealer, I'm going to be taking, this is from Ellis Fass, and this is S202. This is just their, I don't know the...
oh, you know that she's Dutch.
Did I pronounce that correctly?
Yeah, Alice Fass. That's funny. I actually didn't know that she had, yeah, of course she has it, because she's like one of the most famous makeup artists from the Netherlands. I actually didn't know that she had like an online.
It's pretty good. It's quite overly priced.
Yeah.
But I really like their concealer, and
she's doing like every fashion show like in Europe.
yeah. Basically, she'd be like the. Have you heard of Lisa Eldridge?
No.
No. Okay. She's done like Kate Winslet and all these big names.
Yeah.
Her her celebrity client list nearly made me cry.
No.
It was like Kim Kardashian. Not that I really give a shit about Kim Kardashian, but.
Oh, I hate the bitch.
Does anyone like her?
I seriously don't like her at all. I'm still surprised that she did American Vogue cover,
Yeah.
It's pretty good for a porn star.
Yeah. Sad thing is, it's what she's known for. Like, she'll never shake that image because everyone keeps bringing it up.
True.
Okay. Forgot my favourite powder, but I'm going to be using another one that I really like. This is the blot powder from MAC. It's just the medium shade. So I'm just going to be using this to set underneath. We wipe away the excess later. Do your eyes get irritated?
No.
No. I was wondering if it was okay, like, because some people can't handle eyeliner on their waterline.
No.
That's good then.
I'm pretty easy.
Okay.
Sometimes I do have to cry when they're applying like the inner.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I asked, like, how you...
I thought you were like talking about the normal eyeliner, but you are not talking about. Is it the one underneath? Or
so
the
like right in the
okay.
inner.
Let's see.
We'll see.
I think I'm pretty okay.
Okay. My eyes were like watering so bad on the drive down.
Oh.
So this is from Maybelline and it's the Unstoppable eyeliner. How's that feel?
Oh, let's crying.
Okay. I have to. It's fine?
Yep.
Yep. I have to go back in with top liner because now I'm just going to take a small pencil brush, such as this one from Crown, a shadow. You know what? I'll go even bolder. This is from Inglot. I'm not certain of this one here. So it's going to go underneath the lash line. Smoke it out a bit. Look up. This is why we put extra powder on the bottom so that it will catch the fallout. And then I'm going to be taking this dark colour here and I'm going to be using it on the outer corner of that. So this mascara that I'm going to be using is called False Lash Effect and it's from Max Factor. And I'm just going to be doing top and bottom, but because I'm going to be using huge lashes, I'm not going to be doing too much at the top. Look up. No, not too far down. Okay, while that's dry, I'm going to start contouring, which is the part we're all looking forward to.
It's the best part, I
It's
think.
the best part. Makes my baby face look better. I seriously had this one guy say to me, like I think I just turned 20 and he assumed I was like 17 or 18. And he's like, oh, I thought you were being younger. He's the chubby cheeks, like you've got the cheeks that grandma would want to pinch. I'm just like, not even going there.
Oh
okay,
God.
so we're going to be finding, actually I'm going to do it on this side for the camera benefit. So find the, I feel like I'm pushing around. Find the cheekbone. And this is like my absolute favourite brush. This is from Real Techniques. This is from the Bold Metals collection. And it's the 301, sorry. And the same contour palette I always use. This is the Pro Contour palette from Designer Brands. So we're using a large mixture of, like I said, we using both drugstore and I would say high-end. I don't really have any sort of like Chanel products, but that sort of those well-known products like MAC and Inglot and one cheekbone. Yeah, great structure.
I knew that my skin is easy, but I was not so
It
sure
is.
about the bone structure.
I don't even have to do anything to the brows. I think I might. No, I'm not even going to do anything to the brows. Is that enough contour?
I can almost not see it with this. When I look, it's very light. Can I see? I think you can go.
A little bit darker?
Yeah.
This is like the only two colours is like a bronzer colour and then a contour colour, because with contours you don't want to go too warm toned. I'm gonna remove that mascara. That's yours. Yeah.
Because?
Because naturally, like the shadows on your face are cooler toned.
Oh yeah.
Like, and if you've got warmer skin, you can kind of get away with using a slightly more grey, like that more ashy grey shade. Whereas I'm quite pale, so I do have to warm it up a little bit. And then I'm going to take a large fluffy brush and so this is from Milani. This is the Flora Passion Powder Blush. So I like to use just a soft blush, even on models like this, because strong blush honestly it looks so 80s.
I love the 80s.
Well, you're an 80s baby, but
true. I was born in 1980.
it's crazy.
I know. Old.
No, it's okay. I'm just a youngin'. Anyway, so that was like anyway.
Anyway, you're from the 1980s. That's old.
I wouldn't say that. Like,
I feel.
I'm only 4 years into the 90s, so.
Yeah, but that's pretty young.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's like 1994. That's so young.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
1994.
Yeah.
I
I'm a
mean,
youngin'.
think I was 14.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had my first boyfriend, my first girlfriend. Oh, that was the worst period in my life. 1994. Oh.
14 is like everyone's worst period in their life.
Oh, I felt so okay.
There's nobody that can say they had a great life at 14. I was like so awkward when I was 14. I was like, I had like full set of braces and like a bob haircut.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
I can't imagine you with short hair.
I'll find a photo.
Oh my god.
It was horrible. It wasn't one of my finest styles. My mum made me like get my hair cut off. Like, it wasn't as long as this. It's probably about here, but to go here and bangs. And I've got a chubby face, so I can't pull off short hair and bangs. Like, Mum, what were you thinking? So I'm doing the baking technique underneath the contour just to make the contour line a bit stronger. I'm actually going to be using some of this highlight. So, and it's okay because it's more a satin highlight. It's not as strong sort of shimmery highlight, and that's more the colour I want. And this is going to be swept off later. Obviously on myself I'd use a beauty blender, but on clients I'll use like the sponge wedges. And you don't really need that on long at all, so I'm actually just going to sweep that off straight away. And I'm going to be using, this is a setting spray that I like to use. This is a technique from Nikki Tutorials where I'll show you what I'm going to do in a minute. So I'm going to spray the face down. Hold your breath. So while it is still damp, I'm going to, this is where I'm actually going to do my highlight. I talk so fast I don't even... And you can see some incredible highlight right there. And this is back in with my MAC highlight, the Soft and Gentle from the... I can't even think right now.
From?
Mineralized Skin Finish from MAC. In the shade Soft and Gentle is where I was going with that. Just a bit down the bridge of the nose. Okay, so I'm going to be using these Inglot lashes. I've never actually used Inglot lashes. They feel like really great quality. My favourite glue at the moment is from Revlon, and it's the Precision Clear. So, yeah, I just glued that down. And I'm going to leave that there to dry, kind of tacky. You don't want to put them on straight away until you can kind of see a little bit, like it's like kind of clear. Because most lash glues will dry clear. That's kind of the whole idea. But when you can kind of see it like splotchy, and it's okay to still have a little bit of white, but just as long as you can see it slowly drying, that's the best time to put it on, because it's partially dry, so it's got to be tacky, but it's still wet enough that you can play around with it. So, like I said, I'm not going to be using the touching the brows at all. We're going to be going with a red lip.
That's why I will take a nip now before I will
Absolutely.
ruin your lips.
I'm just starting. There we go. So this is the lipstick I'm wearing right now.
That's pretty.
Because I'm obsessed with like anything sort of plum. And the cold months, I guess I can get away with that. So I'm going to be using this lip liner. This is from Designer Brands, and it's in Fire Red. This lipstick is one of the Too Faced Melted ones, and the shade is Melted Strawberry. Okay, see how it's kind of a little clear in places?
Good tip.
So obviously go to do something before you, like lips for example. Actually, when I mentioned the whole technique with Nikki Tutorials, she's Dutch also.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, and she's like one of YouTube's biggest beauty bloggers.
Oh, what is her, do you know her last name? Nikki?
Diego?
Oh, it doesn't sound Dutch at all, but we have, it's like Australia, very multicultural.
So that, pretty people, is the end of this video. I had a lot of fun doing this makeup for him. Yeah, obviously the lashes aren't are a lot bigger than ones I'd usually use on the average client. Obviously because clients they usually do like 21sts and things like that, like kind of standard, more sensible things. Not that this is a lot of fun, but anyway.
It's not a normal makeup.
Not a normal makeup that I usually do, but some of the things I do that could be suitable for bridal, I guess. But yeah, anyway, so we've gone, gold glitter and red lips, and this is how we like it. So I'm going to finish it off there and stop rambling. Have a wonderful day and stay classy, kids.